system, let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it, and it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of...
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like them in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me throw your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. Fuck.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Off play action, Tannehill. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That one is caught by Hunt, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. To the air again, Tannehill. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Falcons are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Touchdown, Falcons! Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the 1st half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A beautiful spin and room to run. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Tannehill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Going right back to Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete once again to Hopkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense. But if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Slot man moves right. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Buying time to his left. coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a hole. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Now it's Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Tannehill going to throw it. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. He completes it to Olave. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Tannehill. Flush to his right. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the...
And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you're
when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come